Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 737th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. Russia has lost approximately 415,640 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 960 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 14 tank, 29 armored combat vehicles, 47 artillery systems, 3 multiple launch rocket systems, 5 air defense systems, 35 drones, 1 military jet, 3 cruise missiles, 61 vehicles and 6 pieces of special equipment. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. There were 73 combat engagements. The enemy launched a total of 6 missile and 79 airstrikes, carried out 62 multiple launch rocket systems attacks at the positions of Ukrainian troops and various settlements. The Ukrainian Air Force launched airstrikes on 13 concentrations of enemy troops. The Ukrainian missile troops hit 1 concentration of military equipment, 2 artillery systems, 3 command posts, 3 ammunition depots of the Russian invaders. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports. A week after losing a second A-50 mainstay aircraft, Russia likely grounded its entire fleet to investigate its vulnerability and how to counter Ukrainian air defences. This significantly hinders Russian air operations in Ukraine due to decreased situational awareness. Russia will likely try to bridge this gap by repurposing other aircraft, increasing risks, or reactivating older A-50s. This could lead to crew and airframe fatigue in the long run. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War reported details of Russian-Ukrainian peace negotiations that occurred in Istanbul in April 2022 indicate that Russia has consistently envisioned a settlement for its illegal invasion of Ukraine wherein Ukraine would be unable to defend itself from a future Russian attack, an objective Russia continues to pursue under calls for Ukraine's demilitarization. Reported details of the draft treaty suggest that Russia intended to use the treaty to set conditions for future attacks against Ukraine while also prompting the West to make concessions on Ukraine's sovereignty. Russian authorities suggested that the Kremlin has likely adopted a more extensive set of goals regarding Ukraine over the course of Russia's war against Ukraine. Russian President Vladimir Putin appeared to disparage Russian elites in his February 29 Federal Assembly speech, more closely aligning himself with the veteran and military community and drawing praise from ultranationalist mill bloggers. Kremlin officials met with leaders of the pro-Russian Moldovan Autonomous Region Gagauzia and emphasized Russia's support for Gagauzia against perceived Moldovan oppression. Ukraine and the Netherlands signed a 10-year bilateral security agreement. Russian forces made confirmed advances near Avdiivka and Donetsk city. In Zelenskyy nightly video, Prime Minister Mark Rutte visited Kharkiv, Ukraine, with Zelenskyy. Zelenskyy expressed gratitude for the Netherlands' support and solidarity. The leaders visited wounded Ukrainian soldiers, acknowledging the sacrifices made in the conflict, and Zelenskyy bestowed state awards upon them. Witnessing the devastating impact of Russian missile strikes on Kharkiv, the leaders emphasized the need for enhanced security measures in the city and collaborated on bolstering air defense not only in Kharkiv but also in other urban centers. Zelenskyy underscored the world's collective potential to counter Russian aggression and emphasized the importance of joint determination to thwart acts of terror. In a significant development, a bilateral security agreement was signed between Ukraine and the Netherlands during Rutte's visit. This marked the 7th such agreement, solidifying a commitment of €2 billion annually for military support. The accord detailed collaborative efforts in defense, politics, and justice, with the Netherlands supporting the establishment of a special tribunal for Russian aggression. Rutte affirmed his country's stance on holding Russian war criminals accountable and advocated for strengthening sanctions against Russia. Zelenskyy expressed appreciation for the Netherlands' ongoing assistance and outlined plans for future international collaborations to reinforce Ukraine's security, emphasizing the collective goal of ensuring Russia's defeat and restoring peace with the support of international partners. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.